I'm glad to see. I'm glad to see there are still teams that actually value this hero, because I think he's a very, very good hero still. Yeah, I think so. It seems like it just varies from team to team, though. Like, this stage of the game, I think the majority of the teams would have definitely just picking up a Meepo or Lone Druid. But neither of these teams opting for either.
Disruptor!
Radiant team ban.
Well, to be fair, you talk about pressuring the lanes. I think Underlord's actually very good at pressuring the lane. So much by himself. When paired up with the right heroes, I think he makes for one of the better off-lane heroes.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Hey, what is IGV run it with? So, don't they do like Darkseer Underlord? Like that. First phase picks it on through,
10
and
seconds remaining.
I'm really wondering if teams are actually gonna ignore Lone Druid altogether, because I think he's
Radiant team
a pretty
ban.
good hero here.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Alright, no Lone Druid ban. Are we actually going to see a game where there's no Lone Druid touched at all? I would kind of agree. I think he is a little boring to watch, especially with how much we've been seeing him. But it's also very interesting to see both teams just completely ignoring it if that's the case.
Reserve time.
Alright, let's not go that far. I just played that hero and I lost, so...
Ranger. Dire team pick.
Alright, now this is the perfect time for
10 seconds
follow up with
remaining.
it. Committed. Yeah.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Juggernaut.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, definitely a viable option here. I think Viper is always a good choice because it makes it so that you actually have someone who can bait out spells or just basically force a reaction out of the other team.
Dire team pick.
Puck, though.
Ten seconds remaining.
Behold the horn of madness.
Radiant team ban.
Like you said, puck offlane is definitely an option, and I think it still is an option if should they decide to go for it.
Remaining.
I think a Rubik puck with a Drow Aura is... Sorry, Weaver
Dire
plus
team
puck.
ban.
Well, actually, it doesn't matter how they run it. I think it's going to be pretty strong. There's going to be a lot of damage. The only weakness about it is Drow might suck. I think they just ban it because RRQ need one more support, and Skywrath is probably the best option that they have to deal with Weaver and Puck.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve
Pretty
time.
good for those.
10 seconds remaining.
I think Sky actually would have been okay for them. They have some decent lockdown. No real stuns, but they have Pit of Malice and
Dire
Kinetic
team
Field,
pick.
RP.
Ten seconds remaining.
And Bolt, I would guess.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright.
Reserve time.
Phantom
Fair.
Lancer.
Radiant team pick.
Support Underlord. Agnum Scepter, Mjolnir build. Yeah, I think so too.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I actually think it's the opposite now for PL. I think PL actually, yeah, I think PL actually does the best in the he definitely can transition to the late game, but I actually think his strongest point is the mid game with like 2 items.
Because it's gonna be really, really tough, I think, for them to deal against the Drow Ranger once she comes online. And that might be as early as like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes.
I think the biggest thing for Drow Ranger is that with this kind of lineup, RRQ actually can just completely demolish a Drow.
Okay.
But if Drow is in a good position, I think there's really nothing they can do about it. So a lot of it really comes down to where the Drow is in these team fights. And also, it's a game where we're not going to see a Lone Druid. Unless they go with the off-lane puck, and we can see a Lone Druid.
Sorry, I just changed my in-game audio just to make sure that it's...
Oh, sounds better here. Yeah, it's a little louder, more clear. Oh, well, in that case, I don't know.
Shadow Fiend.
Oh, it is an off-lane puck. Do you know, they can actually run an aggressive tri-lane here too, if they really wanted to, and just safe lane the puck. I think it's totally viable. I think between the Weaver, Drow, and Rubik as a tri-lane, I don't think RRQ can actually handle that tri-lane.
Especially as a Pit Lord as a support. Yeah, I think that's actually better than just putting Drow Ranger in the safe lane. Like this tri-lane actually right clicks for so much damage.
Alright, let's see how they run it.
10 seconds remaining.
I really think that RRQ's lineup has that very, very good chance of taking this game in the mid game. But they have to execute very.
So
Good
timings.
I think obviously it's going to be the 3 PL Jug
Okay.
and Mag. I think Mag doesn't actually need Blade Dagger here. He'll do fine without it. Just like for the early game at least. Obviously he definitely needs it. But with just 1 item on PL, let's say for example if he gets Dominator, and actually even maybe just Dominator itself might be enough. He just runs in and fights Mineski, it might be enough. Their entire team to just run in with him.
Alright, we'll see if that's going to be the case. It's going to be Jay playing the Shadow Fiend mid. The standard lanings here, RR playing the puck on the top. And then you got the Drow Ranger being piloted by Miracle. Right from the get-go though, I gotta say Shadow Fiend should be the having the very, very good lane against Juggernaut. I just don't see how Juggernaut would withstand this kind of pressure. I mean, Shadow Fiend is already hitting for close to 60 damage, and this is pre-souls being gained from him.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's only a matter of time before it comes wait for Jug to stand in lane.
All right, we got some dewarding happening here. It looks like Mineski did not get the dewards off in
30
time, but Ninja Boogie should be rotating up top and plucking that ward. I wonder if they're gonna give Shadow Fiend the last hit on the wards just to give him a couple of souls. It seems like Jay is already moving there.
Yeah, gave him the sentry ward, so definitely it's gonna be 2 of them as well. Oh, 2 souls.
Oh, wait.
Oh no, what have you
Reported.
done?
Actually, I think he might have not made it back to the lane in time
The battle begins.
if he went
I'm sure
for
he's
that.
fine. Ninja Boogie's blocking for him.
Okay.
Kel'Thuzad
Take that as tribute.
getting that rune, but he's so much damage.
Wait.
He's
the
gonna have to
right click
steal
coming
double walk.
through? Okay, he does double walk. Oh, farm that illusion. Yeah. Get that gold. Plus
Easy
12.
gold.
But they did get triple bounty runes, so I guess.
Well, not
it's-
only that, look at Phantom Lancer.
Oh,
Go
he's
back.
gonna shrine up. It's fine. Shrine and TP. Let's go.
My blade is swifter.
See this bottom lane. Oh, this bottom lane is actually miracle. He needs his Rubik here, but
Yeah.
the Pit Lord and the Magnus, this is actually not an easy lane for him.
Miracle's seen worse. He's up against worse. It's fine.
True.
But
Reminiscent
actually,
of
this
his-
is not a lineup that you could have your Drow Ranger not doing well, because it's a Drow lineup. Like, she needs to farm well. She needs to pack a lot of agility.
I think the farming part is not too bad. I think you can actually sacrifice the farm a bit. She needs her levels. As long as you get the levels for the early phase, I think the rest of you can actually rely on your team to carry you in the early stages of the game.
Well, Jay is definitely starting to rack up them last hits in the mid lane, and it will only get easier as this point on.
Pause. Bathroom break? Someone forgot to go to the bathroom? You know, now that I've been casting these games, it's rekindled my passion for solo queuing.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, it's just like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If all you do is cast and you don't play, there's actually a lot that you just miss out on. So, I mean, honestly, while I was casting these games, I kind of felt like a little lost at times. So now I'm just like grinding games, so I don't scrub. I'm going into the mountains train.
I mean, does it
And
help?
by training, I mean losing MMR.
Yeah,
I'm already
does it
down
help when you're
400.
just losing? Does it help when you're just losing every game?
I still learn something.
I mean, sure. Learn how to lose.
I tried everything. I played Luna, I lost. Played Lone Druid, I lost. And the only thing I need to play now is like Ember Spirit, and if I lose with that too, I think I'm done.
Just wait till next patch. It's okay.
Till next patch. Just give me 2 months. I'll be 7K in 2 months.
I mean, you don't need 2 months if you get on a big win streak.
Oh yeah, just let me lose, or let me win like 40 games in a row.
Yeah, 1,000 MMR is
40
is it
games?
40? Yeah, that's not so hard.
That's too easy.
Yeah.
When you put it that way, just win 40 in a row.
I mean, personally, I get onto streaks where I have like 70 to 80% win rate on certain heroes. Like, I think 2 weeks ago I was spamming nothing but Necrolite. I had like 75% win rate.
Okay,
so-
see, that's the one thing I can't do. I have to play some.
Okay.
That's one of the
Then
main
you're not
reasons.
a true grinder. You're not. a
Yeah,
true
that's one of the
grinder.
main reasons why I don't grind very well. I just like to learn everything.
That's not how I see it, right? Like, you play one hero and you feel like you're playing one hero and it's boring, but you're playing one hero versus essentially different matchup every single game. And for a certain hero, you need to
Yeah.
do something different every single game, especially as a support player. So, I don't know.
Yeah, wow, that's true. I still gotta play other heroes.
I actually think it's bad when you're switching one game from one hero to the next, because you kind of have to like relearn certain things, you know, like last hit animation or.
It's more like just jumping from position to position.
Yeah, I don't have trouble with that. I'm on the position.
Play support sometimes, play carry. The only thing I really do really poorly in is play. I'm a terrible laner. I'm not gonna.
I mean, you actually need some skill in the game to play mid, so I can understand.
I'll race you to 7K.
I don't know. I'm playing in a much harder server, so
I'm not gonna deny that, honestly.
all right. We got the game back, and Kaltuzada is starting to be more harassed as we speak.
To look at the current last hits. Be surprised, Shadow Fiend drawing the mid lane. Seems like Juggernaut
Change
is lagging.
PC. I don't know what to say, man.
It's alright. Everyone gets to use the bathroom. They have second chance for bathroom break.
Make sure to wash your hands. Stay sanitized, yo.
Very important to wash your hands.
This is starting to turn into like a PSA or something.
It's an important one because I'm almost certain that there are a ton of people out there who don't.
There you go.
You guys really like Stout Shield. Alright, let's see what he means. 4-man
Let's
shield
check
on
Stout
Underlord.
Shield.
Stout Shield on Koala. 4-man shield on Juggernaut. 4-man shield on Phantom Lester. Everyone has a Stout Shield except for Disruptor.
Yo, Eden, where are you at? You know, if he's playing Earth Spirit, he probably has a Stout Shield too. Disruptor, you buying PMS also? Oh.
Look if Disruptor joins the club. This game's over.
He has no right to buy anything.
Gotta report RRQ for team abuse. Player abuse. What do you think about this Drow starting build? Like the same build I see for Morphlings and Luna. I never really see it for Drow.
Just stat heavy, yeah.
Wouldn't it be heavier if you just get 7 like this? And if you get Wraithband plus 2 branches, you get.
Yeah, but he wants to upgrade to Magic Wand, I assume.
True.
Magic Wand, and then bring up Aquila, and then 1 Tango to eat, just in case. Does that work
I definitely
out that
don't
way?
question the build because I would definitely go for something similar. But I'd probably go with more region if I was against the board.
Wait, so Wraithband gives you, let's see. Wraithband gives you 6 agility, right? And it gives you overall more damage, but in terms of leaving the base, this particular build gives you the most agility, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Unless you could do
I mean,
some
obviously you get more stats
Bands
with
of-
Tango.
Yeah. You could do some next level bands of Elven skin, leaving the base. I don't know.
Alright,
if
that sounds terrible.
You get 6 agility just from that one, and then you could pack some tangos and some GG branch on top of that. Got him.
It sounds terrible. No survivability. You're agi.
You get like almost 1 armor.
I think I would rather start with 6 branches than Tangos and go into a lane and start harassing and drop a tree. I would honestly go with that.
You know, the true question is, why don't we see people backpacking some extra ironwood branches?
That's true.
That's a true question. Then after you eat them, ironwood branches, there's more.
See, you 3 for 230. Yeah, that's actually not worth it.
So
I think I'd rather just buy a salve.
yeah, you're calculating whether the salve is worth than like 2 extra GG branches. It might
Just
be,
to-
right? Like you don't get as much heal, but you get more stats throughout the laning stage.
that's true.
And the stats early on, like super early on, the first wave, like last hitting, might be more important. If you miss 1 last hit, that's already like, I don't know. Might be onto something there.
I don't try that. Because
That's why you're losing MMR.
Unfortunately, while it sounds like great, how often do you carry tangles for that long? I don't think I actually have tangles after like 3 to 4 minutes.
I guess sometimes you get harassed so hard you need to buy a second set of tango, but that's pretty rare.
It's very rare.
Like that happens more in mid. Maybe that's just like a mid build.
Not to mention, if you actually commit to buying more tangos, I don't think you're in a position to stock up ironwood branches.
Yeah. Imagine you could pull ironwood branches. Actually, people would just start abusing the shit out of it.
So of course you can. But you can pull iron. Oh, you mean like actually pulling? I thought you meant just like dropping it for your teammates.
Drop
so
it.
Eat it.
What if ironwood branches like global cast range, so support could
Alright, that
pull one
sounds
mid,
awful.
and then people are juking, and you see the whole team just start putting ironwood branches, creating a fucking sprout around the enemy hero. That would be sick. I don't know. They should make a game mode just for that. Dota except ironwood branch has global cast range and no cooldown. Just go ham. Everyone Fury on now.
That is actually the funniest idea.
Look, man, all we need is more bathroom pauses, and I could create a game mode for you.
Yeah, this is when you know we're just like losing our shit over these bosses. When you start discussing global branches. I wonder how long it actually takes. You're like pulling it out of the closet or something.
Why is your desktop in the closet? And your laptop is out there. Umbrella says 5-minute use, and that's it. I need to see some rulers smacking hands right now, you know? Gotta discipline. It's 5-minute pause.
I think it's like a warning, right? And then I don't know what the minute pause like reached is until he actually takes action. Maybe like 10 minutes. And then they're forced to unpause and play on.
The 5 minutes of warning. It's like
the warning, yeah. And then once it reaches 10
up.
minutes, he's gonna just like tell him to unpause.
Yep. I mean, you only lost your mid player. It's okay.
I bet you Mineski will that actually happen. Mineski will use their pause time for them.
And then somebody make a Reddit thread. Wow, so nice.
Yep. Lumi, you heartless bastard.
Dude, I'll be the first one to unpause. If I'm on Mineski, it's not even about getting a free win. It's just about like, dude, you gotta respect the rules, you know?
Sure.
There ain't no freebie in life. Actually, that's not true. There's a lot of freebies in life. You gotta just know where to look.
I'm really bad at looking for them. Nothing comes free for me.
You know when you buy stuff online and then when on the checkout it says like you could put a promotional code to like save, I don't know, 10% or whatever?
Are you gonna tell me that you never even knew they existed? You never have them?
No, I'm telling you, like you just Google for them, right?
Works for me.
It only works for me sometimes, like, cause sometimes I don't find it and I was just like, oh, fuck it. But like that promotional box triggers me because I know somewhere out there was or is a promotional code. I just ain't getting a freebie, you know? Just a value loss.
Good point. You have changed my perspective on shopping.
I know. And also an ironwood branch gas range.
Global.
Oh. Warning 8.
Happens at 10.
Yeah, what happens at 10?
Alright, he said logging in, so they're fine. They're not gonna.
Who knows, man? I'm see internet.
Mineski.
Logging in could be 10 more minutes.
Mineski is going to pause for them. Unless they have to what do you call it? Oh look, I called it!
What?
Look at what Ninja Boogie wrote.
Yeah, I know. Disappointed.
I was gonna say the only way it's take that long if to log in is if
Somebody should all chat. Miracle left OG for this to unpause here.
We're supposed to be professional here. We don't interrupt the. We don't interact with.
You and I literally both all chatted, so I don't think we're professionals anymore.
Yeah, you're right. Or the players don't mind. I wonder how Mineski are gonna item. Like I said, you know, RRQ have a really good potential for the mid game to like run them over. Mineski don't really have anyone to buy fight items. They're gonna be very reliant on this puck.
Normally the Drow lineups have a lot of success by picking like an off lane, like a melee off lane, like a Darkseer for example, or a Pit Lord, somebody that gets a mech and that can stand in the front line or disrupt a team fight. And Puck technically could do the same with his Stream Coil, but it's much better offensively than defensively. And the fear that you have about them getting run over is definitely a possibility.
This is a very greedy Drow lineup, if I ever.
I think greedy Drow lineups are. Sorry, a non-greedy Drow lineup is oxymoronic. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
I think Drow
basically what you're saying is all Drow lineups are greedy to begin with.
By nature, they're greedy, right? Like you're trying to do pretty degenerate strategy.
Ninja Boogie is using his mind as well.
All right, is that 10 minutes? It has to be 10 minutes.
It's only 10 minutes if Umbrella says so.
Time stops unless Umbrella says something.
You can go on to 50 minutes, but if Umbrella says it's only been 10 minutes, then it's 10 minutes. Admin is the god here.
Man, I should have stayed that extra 10 minutes at the gym, man. Lost value.
If only you could cast from the gym. That efficiency.
Yo, that is actually pretty efficient. Is Miracle drawing a fish in the minimap?
Very good looking one.
It's a ugly ass fish, is all I gotta say.
It looks really high. More faces. This one's a little more detailed. So it was like 6 or 7 minutes ago, and they said logging in. So I actually think
I'm
that
telling
it
you,
is patching.
I'm telling you,
it's
see
patching.
internet. See
Patching.
internet. 4 minute
Oh,
Mineski,
he
yo.
just straight up used Mineski.
Dude, he calculated, he knows that. Dude, I'm gonna say Umbrella is the most efficient admin I've seen.
He didn't even add. He uses it.
Yeah, well, the teammate said, right? So it's fine. He was joking. Dude, Ninja Boogies is on pause right now. Let's go.
True sportsmanship.
The unintended sportsmanship.
Give him credit.
Oh,
True
we're back.
sportsmanship.
We're
All right.
back.
Oh yes, let's go.
Yo, what if he lags again? You think he'll pause?
He won't pause. If
He's
it's
gonna play
laggy,
through it?
they're gonna deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. You know, I'm pretty sure that was like a 15-minute pause regardless, but I didn't feel like it. I thought it was pretty enjoyable. Thank you for going through that with me, Ailson.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for your global
Suggestions.
Iron Wolf branch.
Oh my god. Alright, we're back in the game. I think you were watching the mid lane as Jay is kind of dumpstering the Juggernaut.
Golden thread.
It's expected. It's got 100 damage. How do you?
Nope. Got
Oh,
denied, dude.
got
100
denied.
damage.
GG. Alright, Koala started jungling and Zed actually going to be laning here.
Ooh, Eden has the Invis rune, but no mana, so I don't know what he's trying to do.
Trying a couple of tries to fight. Maybe snipe the courier. Oh, the timing is perfect. He's gonna get the courier.
It's being micro.
Just kidding. It's getting.
Yo, wait, it's not even being micro. He's just jungling.
Wait.
He's just jungling. It's not.
He's gonna get it. Eden's
No,
gonna get it.
it's gonna come back on the back of the tree line. He
Oh
doesn't
my
see it.
goodness! He just.
Perfect micro by Jay. By that I
but
mean
there is a
just-
potential here though. Still has invis for a couple of moments. Yeah, they're gonna go.
kinetic field spin.
Comes a glimpse.
Nope, just hit him. Oh, glimpse. Is that really the move? Okay, I feel like the spin was a little bit late here, and now the support TV is gonna come in. He's gonna go down regardless. Jules. Okay, sorry I doubted you, Ethan. You're the best player ever. I mean, yesterday he just carried his team on Air Spirit, so might be.
Never underestimate one who has invis like exactly what's that.
I don't know. He didn't snipe that courier. Is all I'm saying.
Alright, that was just unlucky. That was super unlucky.
All right, RR on the top lane. Level 4 already. It's actually getting, like, to me, if you could get away with off-lane puck, then it's probably one of the best off-lanes because of how high impact he can be. Like, unlike Slaughter Axe, you need a farm blink. Like, this guy is just go time of 6.
You know the nice thing too is now that I think about it, Puck is incredibly good against Phantom Lancer.
Radiant's
Because
middle tower
Phantom Lancer
is
actually
under
can't
attack.
harass Puck at all. Because you can
Okay.
just easily phase shift every single Spirit Lance.
Yeah, you get a very funny, like, stutter dance where the PL starts, like, take cast the lands and hope to bait one out, but
It's near impossible.
yeah. I mean, if RR stays far enough away, it's just you're not gonna get juked by that.
He would have to be like 300-400 range to fall for a fake. I think. So despite this, like what was meant to be an easy lane mid, he's actually playing very, very scared. Like they're not simply
Yeah.
because Eden is always moving around, threatening him.
Yeah, I really think they needed like a ward over here instead of the one that's at the mid ramp.
All right, Shadow Fiend's doing Shadow Fiend things, farming counts really quickly.
Remember the days where Shadow Fiend raises cost 75
Those
and
were the
90?
days.
Those were the days.
I like this build coming out of Shadow Fiend too. A lot of them, well actually I wouldn't say a lot of them, but
Top lane, Keldu's on in a lot of trouble. The right click's gonna come through. They are gonna get the kill, but here comes Koala. Nice face here by RR.
he has bottle charges.
He has Orb too, so he's fine. Actually, they're gonna just farm casually behind the tower. In fact, thinking about going on Koala. Oh, there's a
Coming
TP
in.
back in.
Help
Yeah,
us out.
that should be it. Meow Eden again just harassing. Drops a ward, he might just be dead here. Yeah, nice
Just very
pulse
dead.
back in. And the sun actually got him. At the Juggernaut, who was perhaps threatening to use an Omni Slash.
Easy D ward as well. They saw him place it right in front of their face.
Well, they need a maybe have a sentry first.
I thought he was flying one out.
Dude, that would be super next level, right?
Double damage.
Oh yeah, I was saying this mid Shadow Fiend build. I think Mineski's like the only team to not get out the bottom.
Yeah.
Glimpse. Here we go.
Spin.
Easy spin.
Gonna take a ton of damage. And
Still has Omni.
coil. Yeah, gonna get used here. That's gonna be one kill. The coil's gonna break, and now Eden in a lot of trouble as well. We need a C raise. Does he have it available? It does, but just a little bit short here.
Radiant's top tower
RR is gonna take a lot of tower damage, but still, great rotation here by RR. And you're right, regardless of whether Jay or Miracle playing the Shadow Fiend mid, they never get the bottom.
Dire's
Gotta
middle
ask them.
tower is under
You can
attack.
see he's suffering from the lack of mana though.
Yeah.
That D ward.
Oh, he even gives out Tango? What a pulling.
Still suffering from a lack of mana. I guess he's just gonna go jungle and perhaps give Ninja Boogie the mid lane.
I want to say when I saw Miracle doing this in the mid lane, he would get infused range route, bring up Aquila, and he would constantly ferry out clarities. But
I actually kind of like that, the idea behind that, because the bottle is, what, 660? And, I mean, even though you say he ferries out a bunch of clarity, I don't think it ever adds up to 660. Still manages to farm up quite fast.
Is under attack.
yeah, a bunch of clarity being like 2, right? Like 2 throughout the mid game is kind of already enough, and you have shrines to go through, so this is an interesting new Shadow Fiend build. But it's very counterintuitive with this patch, right? Because you have so many bounty runes that you could just get.
Radiant's middle
So,
tower
I don't know.
is under
Perhaps.
attack.
A golden blade.
Cole about to finish the Helm of the Dominator. It'll make it so much easier for him to farm and just finish.
Yep.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
To look at all their lanes. It's like Phantom Lancer is just going to be jungling for a bit.
Okay. Well, he's not exactly the fastest jungler, but not the slowest either.
Well, more importantly, Koala is actually farming pretty damn fast. Look at him. He's taking notes from Ice Ice Ice.
Yeah?
I actually would have liked to see him pick up more and empower first.
Instead of maxing the shockwave. That's true.
But this is fine.
Given how much he's just in the jungle. But
Stack this.
shockwave stack? Nope.
A good stack.
Radiant's middle
Maybe he's
tower
maxing
is under
out
attack.
shockwave just to defend pushes that are coming. Which there is one coming right now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Jules does already have the
Dire's structures are fortified.
Medallion of Courage finish.
I think if RRQ don't even bother coming down here, Mineski can try to take 2 towers.
Sure.
If they're hanging around. I wonder what RRQ are like waiting on. They're just all like everyone is just farming. It's actually happening for their side. Eden's only level 4 as well, so you can't really rely on him to set up for the team.
And I think giving this Drow lineup time to farm and get up their first key items is not very good for RRQ, right?
Unless they think that they're gonna be ready to fight it with their own farms, because right now all of them are actually
Radiant's
farming
middle
decently.
tower is under attack.
Yeah. But look at Shadow Fiend, like he is just, despite the kill against him and the constant gank, he's got a Dragonlance already finished. So this is the benefit of not going for the bottle. You just hit your item timings much faster.
But you look at the net worth on sides, and Mineski's only ahead by what, 700 gold, and that's with 1 tower. So
Sure.
RRQ are actually
Out farming
being,
them collectively.
yeah, they're actually being really efficient with their farm.
Yep. Well, I mean, they did essentially have a 4th farmer in the jungle, so probably the reason why.
PL's gonna be going for that as well, the Dominator.
I was watching Zephyr faking his Pit of Malice, trying to bait out a phase, but ours just walks away. Coil's gonna get dropped here for Zephyr. They're gonna glimpse away the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend is gonna just walk forward. He's gonna try to TP out, but that's gonna be 1 kill. I don't think they have what it takes to get a secondary kill. If he still limbs, maybe. but-
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, this is starting to look dangerous for RRQ. Did you see that raise?
No. Did he just miss point blank or
Dire's
something?
top tower
They're
is
random.
under attack.
This puck has Blink Dagger pretty much.
Oh.
Gold away.
Nicely ganked here by Koala.
Dire's
Skewer RP into a Centaur Stomp. He needs to be taking note from Ice 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 though. Ice 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 even empowers the creep while they're neutraling, so increase that jungling speed by a tiny amount.
is under attack.
Alright, like we're gonna have a Blink Dagger coming up for Magnus as well. I don't think you want to wait for your Magnus to finish Dagger though.
Radiant's bottom tower
I think
is fallen.
they should get Disruptor 6 immediately, and then they should try to do some kind of smoke gank with it. I don't think you want to start. Yeah, I don't think you want to be playing so passively anymore. Time of farming is over.
For both teams or for...
No, for RRQ,
I see.
because I think Mineski don't really have any issues of just taking plays himself right now, especially with
Yep.
R picking up the Blink Dagger right now. Don't
Yeah.
have a smoke.
Have grouped up multiple times, so they can start things off with Silence and Gust, and that's exactly what they do. And Juggernaut needs to evade like a billion hits, and he does. Wow.
That is so unlucky.
That is
Jules
coming
on the
in from the back line. Can he actually get the
Oh, he
kill? He
gets
does, and he time laps out. What a player. And now he's thinking about even going back in. Here comes the Dark Warlord, maybe threatening. Oh, Jules is back in again, going for Eden. Eden taking a ton of damage. R comes in, make sure that you get the kill. Oh, that could have been
They get the
completely a
wild.
disaster. But now Mineski, I think they get 2 towers here, or at least severely damage the second tower.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
That was
middle
really
tower
well played by
has
Jules.
fallen.
What was, like you said, supposed to be a lucky situation for RRQ. It's turned into disastrous for them as Jules just comes up from behind and snipes the Juggernaut.
Instead of going for the tier 2 tower, they're gonna go for probably the better play here. Especially when they have the medallion.
They have to be careful though. They
Yeah, it's not
know
that
about it now,
bad.
and Jules.
They need Shadow King to come in here. Ninja Boogie, look at him just creating space, but just dies in Omni Slash pretty quickly. And now it's gonna be Juggernaut coming back in. Oh, the Storm, the RP, they're gonna
Oh,
get heavily
God.
punished. Roshan's gonna get stolen as well. Everybody pretty much is gonna be dead on the side of Radiant. Jules, okay, looks like the puck is out, but what a disaster for that. I think they got a little bit greedy there. Not respecting the
think so,
possibility
too.
of them coming back in. And Jules gets glimpsed back in into Ascension where he does time lapse back out. Still though, RRQ. Look at that goal grab, my god.
That was the dream fight for RRQ. Perfectly placed Disruptor ulti, and then that Disruptor ulti made it pretty much impossible, along with the RP, for Mineski to finish off the Roshan. Like they already knew they were in a really bad spot, so they tried to just salvage the situation by taking it on for themselves. But for the entire team to get RP'd like that, couldn't even touch him. RRQ secure the Roshan, take the Aegis, do that.
Well, that's definitely setting the Drow lineup back by quite a bit. Zephyr finishes mech and then some for the next fight. Silence going on here, and Kelton's like great picker by Mineski. Definitely need a lot more of that. And I
I'm not even
wonder-
sure where they had the vision.
Oh, Shadow Fiend was just walking through his jungle invis.
I mean, but he was walking up towards the PL as if he was there. I think he walked through the river ward. So
Yeah,
he was farming.
maybe.
Or either that or he was farming the lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You have to be careful. Bottom now. RQ actually will farm very, very quickly with Magnus giving him power to all the melee cores.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. You know, I was thinking about Drow Ranger, Shadow Fiend are decent farmers, but you're right. Beam Power is gonna... I mean, eventually Magnus is gonna turn into a pretty big core himself as well, especially once he starts nearing, like, Refresher territory.
I mean, if you look at the net worth, the only person who's actually ahead of everyone else is the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
Pit Lord and Drow Ranger are neck and neck in terms of farm. Everyone else is ahead.
Well, the problem with Drow lineups is that you need to... And the reason I think it's a cheese lineup is you need to take objectives and snowball. And losing that big Roshan fight is kind of the bottleneck, right? Imagine if they got the Aegis scot-free. Right now they're going to be in front of tier 2 towers and claiming them essentially for free. Without it, they're essentially playing from behind.
Yeah, that Roshan fight pretty much set everything back for them. I think it was like a little greedy for them. I definitely like the idea, but they didn't have the Shadow Fiend hitting it with. I think if the Shadow Fiend was there right from the start, I think they probably would have taken it for free.
For sure. And I think the puck blinked out just like stop a Wowkin or something.
Oh, farm lane, they catch out Eden.
Eden
Free
dead
kill.
immediately. Are they going to try to catch a little bit more? No. Going to be happy with what they get. DL.
Magnus does have the Blink Dagger. I think they should be using smokes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Or at least maybe after the revives. But they should definitely start. Especially since they have the Aegis as well. Front has Manta finished as well. Probably the best time for them to smoke. into either taking this tier 1 mid or maybe even tier 1 mid and top.
All right, we do have Magnus and the Disruptor smoked behind, whereas the rest of the heroes are kind of pushing in the front.
You need to be careful with this timing. I think Mineski know what's up.
Ooh, they scan them out. They know that they're coming in from the back line. R is gonna try to break the smoke, and he does.
Radiant's middle
Tier 1 tower does go down though.
Radiant's
like
middle tower is under attack.
RRQ are still going to push forward.
Weaver gonna snipe the war on the back line. He gets Pit and Malice. Are they gonna try to ult on top of him? Oh, Eden a little bit late on that ult, and that's gonna be a big waste. And now Juggernaut taking a ton of damage. He does have the Aegis. Blink RP, that's gonna be on both the cores here. The silence gonna be on top, but I think that's too little too late. Great guts by Miracle, and looks like the fight is pretty good so far. Miracle getting purged, and he's gonna try to TP out that fight. Meanwhile, Jay's injured. Jay's gonna be dead. His deck Requiem does do quite a bit of damage here. Zephyr in the back line taking quite a bit of damage as well. Omniside's gonna fly up here against Rubik. Zephyr trying to survive. I do believe he'll make it. The orb's gonna give a little bit of vision.
So close.
Yes, and he is gonna go down. Meanwhile, though, PL's gonna do a lot of work. Jules getting a little bit of mana back and is trying to Sakuchi away. All things considered, not that bad, especially with Miracle being able to TP out of that engagement.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Against the Aegis push.
Yeah, I
that
think
was what, 5 for 2? With the RP landing on both cores?
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yes.
attack.
4 for 2.
How did they actually fight so well, right? I gotta say, it was just probably R's puck coming in. Like, they did get 2-man RP, but the waning rift was on the middle of everybody.
I also think I don't think Miracle got caught by it.
No, it
It
was Jay.
wasn't him, right?
It was Jay and Miracle.
And Miracle.
Yeah. El Duzad, a lot of trouble. He's dead.
I think one of the major things about it was that Eden was a little late on the Disruptor ulti, and there was no follow-up for the RP.
That's true. Well, he tried to Disruptor ult the Weaver, and the Weaver just dodged it cleanly.
Dodged it, yeah.
And the problem is, once the Disruptor doesn't have ult, the puck gets to do whatever he wants to do. Which is probably...
Yeah, I saw Gus come out. Unfortunately for me, whenever these team fights break out, there's too much going on. Kind of like
oh, there's a
lags
big
for me.
lag. I see.
It's a lot of it, but I saw Gus come out, puck blinks in, silences, it definitely just slows down the damage out. The damage burst coming out of RRQ.
Yep. Well, Jules is halfway to his Aghanim Scepter, and I gotta say, with that Axe online, suddenly I think these team fights get a lot trickier for RRQ.
One of the best that team fight, though. They immediately blow up Juggernaut, and while he's respawning, Jay basically spent most of the fight standing on top of him and trying to time the Requiem perfectly as he...
Did he?
Nope. Okay. So Jay gets RP bottom.
Meanwhile,
He timed it perfectly, and Eden just glimpsed him right as he was about to do it.
oh, I see.
And then he just died. So that his team fight contribution was fairly minimal. It was pretty much just a death Requiem.
Yep. I guess he went for the gusto play, right? If you do time it perfectly on top of a Juggernaut,
Yeah, he was gonna die. I don't think he has
probably, yeah, I don't think he has spin either because it's like the middle of the team fight. They ping out Juggernaut on the mid lane. He does have Manta Style, so I don't think this gang's actually gonna work out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yes, we're gonna see it. PL is going for that scepter.
Okay.
What I wanted to see. I am ready for this.
Do you think it's a good build this game? I mean, it's good just stacking stuff on top of the Drow Ranger, right? It's good until she finishes her axe, which she's nowhere near.
Axe isn't even a consideration at this point. Oh, dodging everything. It'll be fine. The Disruptor ulti is about to be up, and so is Rarity. I think this is for them to go smoke again.
A golden thread.
I think you definitely want to be continuously pressuring this Drow lineup. You don't want to let them farm their way back into this game.
Yep.
Well,
Especially
not back into this game. Game is like pretty even. But you don't want to let them farm like this.
I mean, yes, you do farm faster probably with Empower, but I feel like right now Mineski's farming for very high impact items in the next couple of minutes. Jules finishing that Axe would be big. Puck getting towards his, I believe Hex is what he should be going next. It's also going to be huge, but instead it's going to be a Mineski 4-man smoke showing Weaver up top. Oh, they see the Juggernaut. Link, Lift, Silence. They're going to try to burst them down, and they do. They did commit the coil for it, but Juggernaut dead for 50. That should mean a tier 2.
Yeah, I think RRQ trying their best to slow this down. Pillars. Usual Firestorm shenanigans, slowing this down. Yeah, tier 2, easy tier 2 for Mineski, but
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
they need to be careful here. You still have polarity. They might actually be able to take this team fight if they find the right opportunity, even without Juggernaut.
Oh, it doesn't seem like RQ's interested in it. Yeah, making no motion to come back here. Oh, they do lift them up, toss them back a little bit. Maybe force him to pop that taxi. Oh, he might just die here.
Damage.
Yeah, the greed's gonna come out. The right clicks, evade. RP gonna get phased. And yeah, that's gonna be another free kill. Man, look at
This
Rubik.
this is the perfect spell to steal against the PL.
Yep. Oh, it's just the perfect spell, period. Because
Yeah, that's true.
easy
You're
farm
gonna
time.
get rich. Oh, Weaver has finished Ags.
Yep.
All of a sudden, sieging has become a lot easier with Shadow Fiend.
That should help.
Now, I don't
Okay.
think the Axe is the end-all be-all in this game because of how AoE intensive RQ's lineup is, right? Sometimes you could just RP, catch the Weaver in it, and this, Static Storm, and he just dies. But Weaver then now becomes a hero that you have to focus on instead of just ignoring.
I think so too. I think Weaver's pretty much become like a priority
Right.
in terms of heroes you need to kill in the team fight first. Hiding.
That Axe is about to be done on Kel'Thuzad.
They have a smoke. Mineski have a smoke. I think they should smoke up the top and help this Puck. Puck is in the perfect position to catch people out. I'm gonna go for this.
There's like a duel inside the Roshan pit. Neutrals fighting each other. Alright, looks like I'm gonna try to start the Roshan again. Last time it was a disaster, but this time looks like they're gonna be able to take it down fairly quickly.
Yeah, this time the Shadow Fiend is here. Look how fast it actually dies when you have everyone here.
Fallen into the radiant.
Suddenly, this push looks scarier and scarier. I'm not sure if Q are going to be able to fight into this.
It feels like RQ is almost just dependent on a good RP. That's how they just cleanly win a fight. In a straight up 5v5, I'm not sure if they could win it.
Yo, so satisfying. Look at that.
Alright,
I don't know if you saw it, but you gotta see it.
We're gonna have more chances to see it, don't worry. I do believe this is our first time seeing it in a pro game, right?
Yeah, I think so actually.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
RQ gonna
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
wait instead. I think this is actually the smarter
Dire's
choice.
top tower has
So
fallen.
you have to get back. I think Pitlord has to get back here immediately, though. I don't think you want to give up tier 3 damage.
Hey Lord, already taxing home, and everybody's here. Oh, Jay might just walk up the hill thinking that no one's here. Hit a Malice, barely not clipping here.
He's fine. He's got that
Time lapse.
brags.
I don't know, man. He will time lapse straight into the pit and get rooted again.
Alright, I like this item pickup from Juggernaut. I think Blink Dagger is mandatory against Drow lineups. You have to be able to point that Drow. By far, after Weaver, or actually even for Weaver, if you can manage to kill her off without her getting time lapse, that's best case scenario.
What's your opinion of Drow going for Maelstrom first before the Axe?
I think it's fine. I think like the proc and the shield should be more with the PL before you finish your stuff.
Okay.
In fact, it might actually be enough
Radiant's
even
top
without this.
tower is under attack.
Well, the shield in particular can get Diffusal Blade off, so I'm not sure how much you can rely on that.
Right.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Overall, I think it's really okay. I think even if he decides not to go for, because Mineski have more than enough AoE, I would say, between the Shadow Fiend and a puck, even a Rubik.
Sure. Another tower trade, and looks like the two teams gonna collide into each other. Tomato trying to scout out some people. Zephyr going uphill. They know that the shrine's being sieged right now. They want Miracle. Miracle does have the Force Staff, not using it right now. He does Force Staff away. Zephyr getting sieged up, and now very good high ground position here.
Yeah, I think RRQ have to be very careful.
Oh, dude, that Requiem just got dodged, and now Jay, all of his mana is gone. They're still fighting RP on the back line. That's gonna be on two. RP not being stolen here. Ninja Boogie was looking for it. Jules taking a ton of damage. She will toddlers himself. Miracle taking a lot more here from the Juggernaut. He's down. Now they can focus here on the PL. PL face to low ground. He's fine. The bug going on Kaltuzad. One more right click. They do finally get him. Hit him out. It's keeping everyone locked down. And despite of the RP onto Miracle, Mineski winning these team
Radiant's
fights.
top tower is under attack.
I'm not even sure if Weaver actually was able to time lapse. Oh, he must have been able to time.
I think he time-lapsed himself. Will Scepter's gonna pick up the Juggernaut, but that's just creating time and space here for Jay on the back line. And Jay was just so big. I guess they can't focus him because he has the Aegis.
Yeah. I think RRQ have the right idea. They tried to kill off the Drow, which they did, but how long she survived was already too late. Damage was already dealt.
Skewer, Omnislash gonna come through, but Ninja Boogie skewers away. Static Storm not clipping anybody. They'll glimpse the Weaver back, but Weaver should be fine here. And now the right click onto the tower. Zephyr putting back in, and I think it's time for Mineski to retreat. Jason wants an extra kill though. Alright, time to go home.
No TP on Jay. That's all the way back.
And it's gonna farm on his way back. There's a gem picked up here onto the puck. Lots of dewarding to be had here.
I'm gonna go for the Shivas as well, which I think is actually a very good choice. It's just extra AoE to deal with this PL.
Yep. Also, AoE in
Also,
particular. AoE in particular that could tell which one is the real one instantly. Alright, these PL illusions. Let's scare the Shadow Fiend away.
He still went for the fine. Alright, Aegis is down. Entire team is here. Oh, RRQ are just gonna run away.
Can they?
Nope.
Oil's gonna get used, and that's gonna be a 3 Juggernaut kill. That Shadow Fiend kill might have been not as free as he imagined.
Yeah,
That's
it's
60
definitely
seconds.
not. I don't think it's actually worth it, considering I think the Aegis is probably gonna run out in like.
Right. Koala, is he looking for RP? Vision is being granted. Oh, they force him in. Oh no, did he force himself in? Can't really tell.
Forced him in.
So they forced him in, and now he's just gonna Requiem to create himself a little bit of space. Meanwhile, Koala got found here by R on the back line, so he can't really chase. BKB committed here for the Rax push. Jay is gonna walk back out. They still have quite a bit of time here. Unfortunately, they don't have a crew. Blink skewer by Ninja Boogie. They find
what a
Zephyr.
play.
And that's going to be a kill. The Lance is bouncing left and right, but PL illusions are not that tanky. In fact, they just get cleaned up very quickly. Shadow being sieging in the front line. Koala needs the best RP of life, but look at the spread. There's nobody together. They want Jay, but Jay's still so damn tanky in the front line. Blink RP on the back line. That does fine too. Static Storm being skewered away from though. That's not really the combo play they're looking for. Jay on the back line just killing people, trying to death. Now he's gonna focus back on the range rack. Alright, Jules going in hard for Kaltuzad. The Shiva gets popped. The silence on top of Kaltuzad. He's also dead. And do you believe RRQ just got overwhelmed here?
That, like, actually a pretty good RP. He caught the Shadow Fiend and the Weaver, and Weaver's definitely, like we mentioned, a target that you need to catch. But unfortunately, a little bit of miscommunication on that skewer and the Disruptor ulti. That was like their only hope, I think.
They needed to wombo combo them, and we are starting to lack damage. Feels like on the side of RRQ. R's in there. does have phase available. In
They
fact,
just
he's
called
going on
GG.
Eden. Eden's gonna go down, and boy, he wanted that 4-man shield. But on the back line, Omni Slash flying off against Miracle, and now stolen late period. I thought he was gonna steal Omni Slash, but the GG was already called before that point, and Mineski. It's a hard-fought game 1, but especially after that Roshan mishap, they were able to.
Reserve time. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
See how they, or it might even be just like jungle Enigma and offlane disorder.
Dire team ban.
Just getting a core that can, or not a core, but a hero that can actually farm up the early fighting items, team fight items.
Ten seconds remaining.
So if this is a support clockwork, who do you
5 seconds
think
remaining.
would be a good offlaner for Mineski?
Dire team pick.
I think they actually need one. I mean, yeah.
10 seconds.
I mean, just mean like in a broader sense. Only just Sand King.
5 seconds remaining.
Whatever has lockdown.
Reserve time.
Oh. Yeah, actually, it might actually work. They can always just... They could always just aggro trialing with this Luna, actually. And it can still be a core clockwork. And they could just pick up one more support and really put pressure on the offlane.
Of pain. Radiant team.
So it is going to be a safe lane lone druid. Oh, that's right, huh? See how they deal with the
remaining.
cog Nye.
5 seconds remaining.
Bad Rider!
Gonna be support clockwork. And they pick up Bad Rider. I think they just go aggro trialing with this. Bat's not gonna have any issues with corridor or Enigma. So how many souls can you get off of every cog if you do it correctly? Or like 3, right?
Seconds remaining.
Great
5
faith
seconds
that they will get
remaining.
at least. All right, let's make a bet. How many souls? I say he's gonna get. I think he's gonna have. Well, I'm asking for an exact.
It's either 9 or 12.
9 or 12. Okay.
Yeah. I hope.
I say he's gonna get 11.
He's gonna mess it up.
I think there's gonna be some slip up.
Okay, we'll see. It's a Ninja Boogie support blocker.
Here we go.
They're not doing it. Just stay. No, they're doing it.
No, here we go.
1. Alright, this is looking like a 9. Oh no! It's looking like 11.
I'm telling you, it's looking like an 11. There's always
You
that.
gotta pre-peek where
First
you're
one.
gonna hit first. Oh my god. They don't even... Mistakes.
Oh, not even 11.
Mistakes. Yeah, Jules needs to communicate. Like, okay, I'm gonna go 3 o'clock. 4:30. 6 o'clock, you know? Like, this is very important.
Oh, okay, here we go.
That's 3.
They got it.
Yeah. Alright, so now
7.
Walk to the
which
shrine.
means-
No, they're gonna do more in the base? Okay.
Yeah, now.
Ninja Boogie are too fast? Are they? Is that it?
To battle.
Wait, that's it? No. They've got to be going for one more.
Maybe they're doing it on top of the rune spot and Ninja Boogie's gonna go back?
Well, they gotta zone out this lone druid first. They gotta secure.
Yeah, walk up and use the cogs to zone out. I do believe you can miss uphill, so try not to hit uphill. No, that's it. 7. 7 is the final answer.
We weren't even close.
Dude, I had a lot more expectation for this.
The battle begins.
Yep. They lift them away. Disruption, though.
Oh, nice.
RR is gonna. Ooh, and they cog up the bear. No, they cog up the real hero too. And he looks like kind of like Lycan with that case. Crush is gonna come
RR has to
through.
be careful here.
You
They
got
have
napalm.
another cog. They don't have cog.
Wait, the right clicks are so much. That's gonna be 1 kill, and Zephyr is gonna have another secondary crush. They have Lip coming off cooldown 1 second. That's gonna be a secondary kill. Eden's going for a 3rd one. All right, the amount of fail going on right now is.
Not like this. It starts with cogs.
It's okay. Jay has enough lasting mechanic. He'll get full souls.
All right. Yeah, he's. I'm with his life. 11 souls.
Actually, he's only got denies. It's funny to watch.
It is gonna be that offlane enigma.
Denied.
Playing that boots first starter. I think the boots is actually what made it so easy for the first.
Yo, Miracle is just walking and farming these Eidolons. Thanks for dropping it in the lane.
No wonder Quap is actually doing pretty well against Jay. Despite having this start with the soul.
Yeah. Now I wonder if he's gonna skip the bottle again in this particular game, because against Queen of Pain, I feel like you need a sizable amount of regen. Not having the bottle is actually really rough.
It looks like he is.
Do you agree with this?
I think it's actually okay. I mean, I actually think the build is perfectly fine.
All right, it's gonna probably pop that shrine and go jungle a little bit. Zephyr tries to come around, and it looks like R is able to stack himself a pretty decent amount. So, gonna napalm it to 6 or 7, and then farm both camp at once. Pretty good stuff.
But he really needs to find himself some kind of experience. Yeah, Jay actually buys the boots first.
Good choice.
I think
surprised
with this
he's-
kind of build, he's actually not gonna.
I'm surprised he isn't taking the Batrider's experience a little bit.
Kind of surprised too.
Oh, Zephyr's gonna come around. The crush will hit, but Queen of Pain a little bit too far away. Queen of Pain going for the 2-point and 2 dagger build. Normally you see against range heroes, most players just leave it at 1.
Good point, because I don't think he's gonna be hitting this Shadow Strike ever. I think if he walks
Yeah.
up to Shadow Strike range, he's
Just this
actually
dead.
gonna feed.
Wait, Ninja Boogie's up on the cliff.
Oh no.
So you know what I wonder whether you could do is whether you could plant an
Is he
outward
taunting?
branch on top of yourself and push yourself down.
Oh, that's a good point.
You know what Eden should have done there? He should have farmed the cogs. Maximum efficiency.
Quite the sight.
Hey guys, I didn't miss a kill. Good job, Luminous. I got that one.
Got him.
You know, I actually want to get Clifford just to see whether I can push myself down with the die work. You probably
Easily
can.
test it.
Yeah.
Be some nice bit of tech to figure out. Far, every lane is going really well for RRQ. So Clockwork isn't really able to accomplish too much. Still being only level 2 and not really having. Oh, middle lane.
Yo, Zephyr trying to right click, but the disruption's gonna come through. He has Fairy Fire as well, and Jay wants to go forward to go for kills. But really nicely done with that TP, and good thing on Jay, not pussing out for the lack of better term. Wait, Quap blinks away.
Jay takes 2 shrines.
I think in order to make this build work, he has to get both shrines. No bottle build.
Well, as you say that, he does have the bottle queued up now, so he is gonna go for that bottle.
Okay. Yeah, I figured this game is kind of different from the last one. Like, Queen is gonna just harass you so hard with the nukes.
I actually like this decision this year, going with just Jay farm the jungle, because Boogie needs to find the XP somewhere. He really doesn't have any choice but middle lane, I think.
Yep. I mean, Shadow Fiend being super efficient in jungle was able to stack in the middle of his jungling route. Is the bottle coming? Bottle is coming. But the
Clarity, clarity too.
Yeah.
Need that mana.
Especially now that you could jungle with the clarity running, why not?
One of my favorite things about new change.
Now my favorite
You
thing
get
is
so much
to
value out of it.
salve and tower dive. You know, just get in there. Tower does not cancel salve, so let's go.
You know, despite knowing that, it's actually very rare that I've
Seen it, done it, yeah. I think it's one of those things that once people start doing it more, everyone will start doing it.
or
Jules, bottom rune. Oh, Quap's gonna come in. Oh. Pretty important for Queen to actually KS that one, because
Radiant's
falling a little
bottom
bit behind
tower
now.
is under attack.
and Jay regen rune.
I want to say
Might
that
be
if you
a
just
bad start.
pick up a regen rune once, you pay for the bottle essentially, right? Like you just get so much out of it.
Yeah, regen rune. I think. What do you think are our best runes to pick up as a mid laner?
It depends, right? Say everyone has his use. Probably regen. I feel like
get so happy when I find a double damage.
I mean, I feel sad when I find a double damage because I realize like I can't force the kill or something like that. Because I'm a pussy and it's like I'm gonna farm with this.
Top lane. Exchanges going on. Is he?
You lift him up. The right click. Any roots? No roots. In fact, they're gonna go right on top of me. He's in a lot of trouble. The fair is gonna push them
nice
away.
spear.
Jay's gonna be in here as well. Can they actually get off the call? Call actually push them away, but Zephyr taking a ton of damage. That raise right on top of his head. Queen of Bay comes back in. Nice root here. Are in a lot of trouble, but looks like he's gonna Firefly away. Now Jay's gonna get focused. 2 points in poison. That's a lot of slow. He's gonna turn around to start racing. He gets lifted back up, and Jay gonna go down. RRQ. Great crop rotation to punish the Shadow Fiend.
I looked so close. I was getting scared for Rubik there. He was about to hit the double raise, but very nicely timed lift. The double kill.
Yeah, I don't think they expect the clock to Sonic Wave across the tree like that and bring their HP value so low.
Yeah, unfortunately for Mineski, right now this between the Bad Rider and the Clockwork, like they have to really be on top of them in order to output damage, and positioning just wasn't quite there.
Oh, they might get themselves a bear though. Wow, they even lasted the bear. That's a lot of hate.
Hey, 300 gold worth.
Yeah. I mean, your last up before Blink Dagger is pretty useless anyway, so. Shadow Fiend so jungling it up. But that lead he once had over the Queen of Pain is pretty much evaporated. Now Kel'Thuzad on the top lane is the most farm guy on the map. And he's got a really nice set, this Lone Druid. This is definitely the most...
like one of the... This is like one of the only sets. I don't even know if there are any more. I think I have this one too. It's like very common one.
Really?
I think, yeah.
I've never seen this one before. Like, this bear is armored to the teeth. I keep saying the panda bear.
I feel like you're like baiting me to click on the cosmetic item and crash my game.
Crash the game. If your game crash, I'll click after you also crash.
I wonder if they patched it. I'm so tempted to try it now.
Just click it now, and that'll be like E+4 Yosin has disconnected.
Alright, wait. Is there any action going on? It looks like
Don't do it, man. Don't do it. It's gonna take you like 2 minutes to come back.
There's no action though. I'm cooking it.
Did you crash?
It worked?
Oh shit, should I click on it?
Well, see, the thing is, there's actually no like showcase. The zoom in button. Cinematic mode.
Let's see. I'm too afraid to click on it. Because it don't matter if you crash. It matters if I crash.
Wait. Bottom lane.
Yeah, black hole.
Oh, Miracle is in a lot of trouble.
Black hole. The toilet. The golden toilet. Bam.
Oh, that was a lot of hate. Do they really need all of that?
I mean,
I think they just needed to scream, right?
that was a message. Oh, I like it.
Is under attack.
That's a job.
Like you said, this Clockwork finally gets to level 6. Needs to start doing something for the team. That was a really good fight because very smart play by the Rubik lifting towards the Shadow Demon, or else the Black Hole is going to get cancelled and they both run away. Clockwork Cook coming back in to get the slaughter, but there's a full creep wave, and now he's on top of...
he's dying so fast. Oh, very nice.
Disruption's going to help out. The Luna's going to come back in, but I think Jabuki might still be in a lot of trouble. Yes, Eidolon's going to clean down. Eclipse, though, getting blocked up. This Eclipse is hitting actually 0 heroes. Now they're running through.
They have to be careful.
Yo,
he gets rooted.
Stolen. Oh my god, this is already so bad for Mineski. Mineski gets rooted, of course, and now Eden comes back in. He has Eclipse. He will cast it. He will die very quickly, but still, damage output was already there. RR is also going to go down. That's a double kill on Kel'Thuzad already, and he's charging for more. Huge ultimate. That bear goes down. Okay, now Kel'Thuzad gets around that. Okay, he's dead, and now Queen of Pain's under tower, and right clicks a galore from Jay. Jay loves gold. Wrecks me up, and he's gonna get
What is happening?
Alright.
Okay, so that originally was mega disastrous for Mineski. They baited the hell out of RRQ, and underneath the tower, Jay pretty much single-handedly killed off 3 of them.
Yeah, and Jay was so smart. He knows he was gonna die there, but he also knows that his Death Requiem is gonna do a ton of damage, so he basically spread his damage output to guarantee 2 kills after his death. I don't think a lot of people just went for the guaranteed queen kill.
Yeah.
But Jay, what a god.
What a player. Yeah, that was a great play.
That was a savage play, because I think Mineski was straight into the dumpster if they lost that team fight.
I think so too. I was gonna say, like, it almost looked like it was about to become a 3 for nothing, 4 for nothing.
Yeah. Man, the Stolen Eclipse was also bad. It was just like a lot of bad things happened there, but
yeah. Luckily for Mineski, they killed him quickly. It only got off like 1 or 2 beams at best.
I mean, those 1 or 2 beams hit more hero than Miracle, so that's all I have to say for that one.
I think he actually meant to cast. I saw him turn it on, and then he started backpedaling. Like, he just ran back. In any case, I think with that team fight, RRQ should be only very slightly ahead. I think this game is like even right now.
Yep. Which is, I think, where you want to be when you have Enigma and Lone Druid as a team, because those heroes could grow quite a bit.
Ninjabuki gets caught out again.
Yep, and he's dead. And this is kind of the danger of playing a support Clockwork, especially when you have this kind of start. I don't think he's gonna have a good game ever this game.
You think he's just gonna hook in, feed,
and rinse and
repeat?
Yeah, like, because how are you gonna get farm as a support Clockwork?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's very true.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I guess if your team does very good on the tower sieging aspect, you get a lot of net worth that way, but they're not doing that, so.
Haste.
Jay has full souls. I wonder if he's actually gonna look for this Scylla Bear.
Radiant's bottom
He's strong
tower
enough to
has
solo kill
fallen.
him.
He won't have any raises afterwards, though, because his mana's a bit low. Alright, he's not gonna go for it.
Yeah, he's not even gonna go for it. Zephyr actually is pretty close to that Blink Dagger. Only 150 off. And I think it's go time. Aim kind of slowed down a bit, but Black Hole is back up. And Blink Dagger is about to be up on the Star Guard as well. This is for RRQ to make a move.
A soldier's fortune.
I think the move will be made here by RR. Dagger being ferried out. Does he have a smoke on there as well? No smoke. Imagine one of the supports.
Yeah, Clockwork has it.
Yeah. A backpack. Alright, okay, let's go.
You know, you say Clockwork is gonna have a hard time farming, but he actually managed to farm a
He's
decent
got a
amount.
Yeah, he's got a
Yeah, he's actually got items.
Aggressive. Alright, Quap. The Shadow Blade's about to run out. Blink, lasso.
Oh, this is a nice kill.
Yeah. A couple raises, but the Blink Crush. Queen of Pain will die on the way out. Zephyr taking a ton of damage. The Black Hole is at the ready. And it got cancelled immediately by, I think, a battery assaulting or something. Shortest back hole I've ever seen in my life.
Dire's top tower is under
And
attack.
that's gonna be a tower. Wait, Requiem. Oh, Kowa. Oh, wait. Is he gonna let it rip?
Oh, how did
That
he know he was
damage-
gonna walk up like
But
that?
the fear.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Gonna save him. Yeah, how did he know? I don't know.
Dire's top tower.
J God.
Player J.
With a J sense.
The Jason.
Yeah. But didn't get the kill.
Oh, interesting. Koala's actually just going straight for the Blink Dagger after help the Dominator.
Koala with the HOT.
I don't know. He's getting Blink Dagger. He's already queued up.
I think
they
that's
should just
what.
go for.
That's why
Ice actually goes
He's like copying Ice today, right? Earlier with the Magnus play, right now with the Enigma play.
I mean, it's Ice, right? Why not? If there's an off later to copy,
Radiant's middle tower
Ice
is under
is
attack. Radiant's
one of your best
structures
choices.
are
Yeah.
fortified.
Yep. Well, despite not having Black Hole available, they're gonna just shove down the mid lane here. Oh, that tower did not attack? Oh, no, that was their creep. Just kidding.
Dire's structures
gonna say.
are fortified.
Oh, they're just gonna go straight into Roshan. Oh, it gets got
Okay.
it gets got out immediately.
Dire's bottom
Yeah.
I don't know if this is safe. I think Mineski are more than ready to.
It
take
is
this
not
fight.
safe. It is not safe against Ninja Boogie. Outs it again. And they back it off.
RQ stayed out of it. Disastrous. There is a smoke on. I actually think they could still take fights even without Black Hole. I think they're strong enough.
Yeah, I think it comes down to the initiation for the slaughter, especially when you don't have the Black Hole. But for now, Mineski seems to be happy grouping up. Trying to push
Dire's
tier 1 top.
tower is under attack.
Bay is so massive.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
17 minutes in, Dragonlance and Silver is completed.
I wonder if teams will start respect banning Jay's Shadow Fiend. Like, it's every time I see it, it's super good.
Seems like no matter what position he's put in,
Dire's top tower is under
pretty good. Well, actually, to be fair, they made this game a little easier on him. Picking up the cog in the blue game.
I don't know. He only
It
got
makes a
7
big
souls.
difference. It still makes a big difference. Oh, and Awkward's back to finish that 4-stab. This is actually a very big pickup for him because this actually
Dire's structures
prevents him from chain feeding every time he hooks it.
True.
Radiant's bottom tower.
All right, Miracle gonna get a tier 2 for free, essentially. Meanwhile, Dire is also pushing in,
Radiant structures are fortified.
trying to take the tower quite quickly. Queen of Pain's going for Lotus Orb. Should thought on that. It's not exactly the most common second choice item.
That is a little.
Dire's top tower is
No,
under
that's Lincoln's here. What? Dated me.
All right, sorry. No, I saw the Ring of Health and the voice, so I'm like, yep. But then I didn't see the ult anymore. Might be.
fallen to the radiant.
I was in Roshan. I'm kind of surprised that RRQ gave that away freely because they painted out, right? They must have known about it.
There it goes.
And with this pickup, I feel like the Aegis pickup, I think Mineski should be strong enough to pretty much take control of the map.
Yeah,
So
at least
I
for the
think
next
if-
5 minutes. I mean, Black Hole could turn things around, but I'm not sure if they could kill Shadow Fiend twice, unless he's caught out, away from his team.
I think hitting a Dream Black Hole is kind of out of it. I think it's just way too hard. I think Mineski have way too much cancel it. Luna could just beam.
Claw for
Disruptor
battery
can
assault.
disrupt. Battery assault, hook. But yeah, pretty much that's about it, but I think it's more than enough.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Flame Break Kappa. Yeah.
It reminds me of the Zai Clockwork. Because I remember there was a draft where Zai played Clockwork, and he was the only way they could cancel a
Cancel a
black
play.
hole. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
he did it every time.
I mean, Zai's secretly one of the best players in the world. I guess not so secretly, because... But I think the man deserves more credit.
Do it with flair.
So yeah, Lodruid's gonna go for that Hurricane Pike first. This is definitely the right choice. I think when you're up against the Clockwork, the majority of your team should always have a first step.
Is under attack.
Well, the problem is it's laying damage, and right now I feel like they need some damage to repel this push. Shadow Fiend coming from the back line here. There is no detection. Okay, they're gonna go for Luna, but Luna does have the disruption to back him up. Shadow Fiend still pandering on the back line. Sentry will now get dropped. Jay will assist the siege.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Firefly's being used here.
I mean,
I don't have any vision though.
I think it's pretty just like warning them to not come close. All they want is a tier 2, right? I don't think they're...
They don't know he's here though. I don't think they know where RR is.
Oh, even better, right? Then it's hard for them to initiate. Well, like you were saying, with the Aegis on Jay, pretty much the map is there. They get to do whatever they want. They can now push bottom. We're getting to a stage of the game where the SC Luna combination is really about to take off, especially once the Manta Style gets finished. You're looking at 4 to 5 Lunas on the map. And it's gonna be really, really hard, especially when you don't have the Mjolnir finish for RRQ to deal with that.
Miracle's only 400 gold away. Honestly, I don't even think the SD Luna is like the biggest problem here. This Shadow Fiend
Sure.
keeps getting bigger and bigger, and I don't know if they have what it takes to pick him off
Alright.
in a team fight.
It's gonna be a flank.
They know about this,
Dire's
Saw
bottom
it.
tower is under attack.
hanging it out.
Okay, Smoke still needs to get broken here. Jules in a very precarious spot. Smoke does get broken. Ninja Boogie, he forced that away. The last
Oh,
though onto Zephyr, and where's the damage output? Eclipse, did it get stolen? I'm not sure. It's only a loose beam on the backline. Black Hole gets cancelled immediately here. Jade's taking a ton of damage, but he does have the Aegis. Ninja Boogie going on top of Kel'Thuzad. The buyback comes here from the Enigma. He still has
They start Black Hole.
available. Where's the Black Hole? It only gets one, a very low HP Miracle. Miracle won't go down.
Oh, it's
Jade is going to
cancelled.
be alive, and Jade does have the Hurricane Pike. He's going to work here. Kel'Thuzad trying to man fight. Oh, the concept by Ninja Boogie will kill Jade. But that means he will also go down. Keep in mind that was a buyback. Queen of Bay extremely low. He does blink away. Aura blinking forward. The rocket on top of him. And the right clicks. That should be enough. The blink cooling down. Oh, he blinks away the very last second. Ninja Boogie will cog Zephyr away. Gem hits a deck somewhere. Somebody will pick it up. But the net! Miracle has the net ready, canceling the blink dagger altogether. Ooh, Ninja Boogie going right back in. I'm not sure whether he wants to be in there. He needs to go away now. Force that pulling down in a couple of seconds. He is lit up, so he can't TP away. Drop down the cog. Looks to TP out. Can they actually get off the lip? The blink stunned by Zephyr. Will ensure them one more kill. I don't even know who won that one. But
I would say that Mineski won overall. It was really unfortunate that they didn't know where the gem was. The gem was just lying there the entire time. And Mineski could have easily just taken it and left much earlier. So luckily for RRQ, they do manage to get their gem back. But overall, I think that Mineski still win that team fight simply because I'm not too sure how many buybacks RRQ went through with, but
only
I know
the
for sure
Enigmas.
Enigma did. Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe it was just Enigma. And honestly, that was a really, really good buyback from Enigma.
Yeah, they were
Except
right next to
for the fact, except for the fact that he blinks or he buys back, right? He TPs in, blinks in, black holes, hits both the cores, which is a really, really good black hole. But Miracle with his dominated troll creep just
netted
nets
him.
him.
Okay.
Yeah, and it canceled. That's how they canceled it.
Sorry, I
They-
didn't see that one, Chase. That was.
If he didn't do that, Mineski actually would have lost that fight really badly because for sure Luna and Shadow Fiend would have both died there
Yep. And
without
despite
the Lone Druid dying.
despite not having the complete Mjolnir, Lone Druid was outputting a ton of damage in that fight. So, the hero still has fangs, man, even without having those big items.
That was just really unlucky for Jin because he was attacking from the bottom of this, like in the middle of the staircase. Then
It's like,
he didn't
like
even
over
dodge.
here or something.
Yeah, he didn't dodge at all.
Oh, we're gonna see it one more time. This time, no black hole, so this is gonna be much more ambitious of engagement. Rocket Flare coming out again. Zephyr gets found.
Dire's bottom tower is under
They want to initiate off of that. I don't think they want to do. They're gonna siege slowly. Tower has already gone down, but the fight might still
Breaks
continue.
again. I think he
Clockwork
hooked.
hook,
Yeah, here
and
we
they're
go.
gonna get themselves Eden. Eden will lift him and toss him away, but Eden's still trapped in there for a long while. He's gonna go down. The Flame Out dropping very low. Queen of Pain blinking back. He's focusing on Miracle. And the Flame Out activates. Miracle taking a ton of damage. He clips, kills himself off the Flame Out on the back line though. Miracle, sorry, Jay as well as RR going to work. Queen of Pain now blinking away. Getting found here by Jules. Demonic Purge going on top of him as well. Blinks to the south side. Poison. Still catching him up, and looks like he's gonna make it out of here. Queen of Pain now blinks to south further.
Wait, Jules, gonna find him? I think he sees him. Oh, he found him.
I don't think
They
it
see him.
give vision. It doesn't give vision unless it hits him.
Nah, he saw him, but everyone's already up.
Okay.
Ground. And pretty even team fight, and that was without the black hole, but and Shadow Fiend doesn't have that. That's what made the fight a little even. Unfortunately for a Miracle, I think he actually needs BKB now because that Blade Mail just shredded him.
I think he just
clips.
needs more HP. Yeah. He also needs disruption. I think mostly just reserved for him. And despite my doubts on the support Clockwork, Ninja Boogie is continuing to buy item after item. No problem, man. Now he's
Just
got,
like you said, he's still, even with these amount of items, hooked in and died pretty quickly.
Yeah. I mean, but at least he's doing stuff, like, despite his death. Like, the Blade Mail is going to be very nice. And that was without Black Hole. The next fight is going to have Black Hole available for RRQ. Bat Rider.
Did they see Zephyr? Oh, he missed.
Yo, he can't actually get the range, and now R is going to get defensively force that away.
Did they find the Rubik?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they
did.
found the Rubik though. So despite the failed initiation, they do manage to get a stop at least.
That should be Shrine.
Should be a shrine, yeah. I think this game is going to get a lot harder for RRQ once Luna gets a BKB. I think the game is already pretty hard for them with Jay having the BKB, but I think once Luna has a BKB, the next couple of team fights will get fairly difficult.
Well, I think that depends on the Koala BKB, right? Because once he has BKB, then only Clockwork is the reliable way to cancel the ult, right?
The troll, once again.
The Troll,
Yeah.
I guess Bat Rider too, but he needs to come in from some next level angle.
Bad Rider would need
Aether Lens. Yeah, Aether Lens, and you have to go in from the back.
Ooh, he's going for the Scepter though.
Okay.
Scepter is the most satisfying thing ever when you actually lasso two here.
I could take it. Is the Scepter really that good? Because it might grab the bear by accident. I guess you're not complaining.
If it grabs the bear and grabs the bear.
Bear
Your
farming
primary
like
target.
this. Bear farming like this is not the way. Falls onto the ground.
D300. What the current net worth is like? Mineski are actually 10,000 ahead, and honestly, from the past couple of team fights, I wouldn't have expected them to have such a lead. Game honestly feels pretty even.
Yeah, I think the difference is that Jay has been farming much more effectively. Luna has been farming much more effectively, and these fights, even though the fights are even, the Mineski team is still taking objectives. All the outer towers, all the shrines, you add up about to 10k. Eden?
And
Gonna get
They see
scouted.
him.
Is there a hook coming in? No.
so now Luna and SF both have DKD. I think Roshan should be their next objective, because even if RRQ decide to take a team fight in the Roshan pit, I think Mineski should have more than enough to.
Oh. Jay attacked out of his invisibility thinking there was a lasso, but there was not any. And was that his 10-second BKB use?
That was his 10-second BKB.
And that Queen of Pain Blade Mail was putting in some work.
It is so annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
It's actually surprisingly close to Octavine too. This Queen of Pain is pretty damn scary right now.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't have exactly the best laning phase, but just once he exited the lanes, was able to output so much pressure and damage in every single team fight. It helps that he's generally the last one to survive for the team as well, so he's picking up a lot of assist gold.
They have smoke.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, they do. Jules has this creep.
Do they need to smoke? I thought you're just gonna walk into Roche. That's kind of the game plan. Maybe have like Ninja Boogie just control this ramp with cogs.
I think even though I said, you know, fight Rosh and they should be more than prepared, they should still do it with vision. I don't think you do it without vision.
Jules does not have any observer on him. He's got a ton of items. Trying to actually finish a mech.
He already finished it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, both of these supports have some decent. Looks like Mineski is opting to push out the lanes first.
Maybe wait for the completed butterfly. Like, what's the answer to the butterfly illusions? Marky. Is there Manta coming out? Or sorry, is there...
It's the Queen of Pain blade mail.
I don't know, man. They do a lot of damage.
He has no sustain. Blade mail actually like kill yourself really quickly. Especially
Oh,
like,
no,
I
no,
think-
no. Not Luna. What's the answer to the Luna illusions? Because that thing's gonna get sent down the lane.
Ah, okay, that's what you mean.
Like, they need some MKBs or something to hit these
Dire's
illusions.
top tower is under attack.
Maybe Queen of Pain. No, actually, I think it's a little too late for Queen of Pain to go back for a Scepter. I think at this point of the game, you just go for that Mjolnir build. And
Yeah.
I think between her Mjolnir and Lone Druid Mjolnir, they should be okay with dealing with illusions, even though they have Butterfly.
All right, here comes the Roshan. Creep's gonna come in and scout. It's gonna get taken down pretty much immediately. And it looks like they're just gonna give it up to free. Ninja Boogie comes up, drops a cog. Now Roshan goes down. Aegis goes to Jay. Jay also working towards Butterfly. I think we're gonna need to see some MKB and fast.
Looks like, yeah, so Lone Druid is gonna go for that. And I feel like this puts him in such a vulnerable situation. He's just so squishy. He gets caught out by either Bad Rider or the Clockwork. I think this Lone Druid is dead.
Yeah. At the same time, though, his teammates are doing so far a very good job of protecting him. The Slaughter and the Enigma is really taking the pretty much all the attention from Mineski, so I don't think he's ever gotten caught out by himself, right?
Yeah. Been doing pretty well actually. He's always like in a decent handle it. Coming, there's gonna be an incoming push soon. Shadow Fiend already finished the butterfly.
Yeah, Miracle very close to finishing his as well. Maybe like 1,000-2,000 gold away. And looks like they're gonna just be okay to push without it.
Radiant's top tower.
Alright, they're gonna make some Shadow Fiend illusion right now.
Where's the Luna illusions?
Wait.
Need all the illusions.
RRQ gonna smoke in from the backline. Jules is gonna be the squishiest of target. Oh, but the net, the troll net, cancel the blink dagger of Zephyr. Oh,
MVP troll.
yeah, so far at least. RR looking for Zephyr. Zephyr's gonna get found. Are they gonna Requiem him? No, just right click dead immediately. Black hole only finds two and
my
he just
God.
dies immediately. But Clockwork comes back in backline. Jay going forward, gets force stab in. They need a couple more Requiem. Kelsey's not gonna get it. There's a buyback. I believe that's the Rubik. Queen of Pain's still in there, and now looks like Shadow Beam killed himself off the blade now. Still chaotic team fight. They lift him up. They're gonna try to root him, and he's actually stuck in there for good here. Jay trying to run away, taking so much damage. Defensive force that pushing him away, and they push him away a second time. The Requiem kills himself.
He killed himself
off
again.
the blade mail, and this Queen of Pain is now level 24, about to hit 25, especially if he gets this kill. I think we're gonna see a point of game where Queen of Pain is about to out carry two hyper carries. Welcome to the new age, man.
You thought I was joking when I said the answer was blade mail. Blade mail.
Maybe they needed that butterfly finish. I thought for sure they were just gonna roll them.
It's not even about the butterfly. It's that in order to okay. So the problem is, Queen of Pain's damage output is insane, right? With the Veil and Octarine Core, she's just spamming away. So you can't ignore her, but if you don't ignore her, she just pops blade mail, and blade mail just makes you kill yourself because none of them have lifesteal.
Right.
And the only way you can survive blade mail is by having that lifesteal.
Well, maybe Shadow Demon should have bought a Vlads instead of a mech, man. Because
I don't even know if that's enough. I think
it helps at least.
it helps for sure. Vlad's definitely helps.
Yeah. Okay, the TVs are coming in. Eden gonna get hooked here. That should be an easy one. Force staff away, but wait. Okay.
Mineski have to be a little worried now though, because I was within Aegis and he still got rolled.
I mean, I guess given this point, Queen of Pain's already 25. You just say, look, okay, I'm gonna finish Butterfly on Miracle, and then I'm gonna buy Satanic on Miracle, and then fight again. Or is that just too much farm time?
I think both of them need Shadow Fiend and Luna both need Satanic if they want to win these team fights.
Jay already has it queued up, but looks like they're not slowing down the road. They're just going in the mid lane. Rubik's step for 30, and they're okay. Do you have that advantage?
Oh,
They get two, but the crash is gonna get them. Yeah. Great touch here from Zephyr, but the tower is gonna go down the mid lane. Meanwhile, Sonic Wave's gonna come back in 4 HP, but no, he's trapped in there. He blinks back out. Ninja Boogie is gonna die to the fire. I believe Zephyr comes back in. Zephyr evades one of the hits here coming on the mid lane. The Black Hole gets cancelled immediately, and Koala's gonna be dead. Okay, Ninja Boogie's still somehow surviving. Mineski, I believe they've won enough and they can maybe just push. Yeah, now the tier 3 has gone down, and even these low HP illusions will start blading down the building.
Who ended up taking that gem?
Alright, Quad just comes back and turns on Blade Mail, scares everybody away.
They have to back now.
Yeah, I think so too.
That was actually like super favorable for Mineski.
Oh, of course.
So that's Guardian Greaves.
Okay, let's see.
Make some space, Joel.
Hey, there's Invis. It's in the trees. Oh, they saw him. Good try.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Alright.
So, what buyback was forced out in that engagement?
I don't think RRQ bought back at all.
I think Rubik did? I'm not sure.
I'm actually not sure.
No, that was a while ago.
Rubik. Oh, you're right.
3 minute cooldown. Yeah, that was a while ago.
I don't recall any buybacks. Okay, I'm actually really surprised that Mineski managed to that much done in that team fight. I honestly believe that they're not in any position to force their way off the high ground. I think they really need to wait for Satanic.
Well, I think it helps that the Enigma as well as Slaughter pretty much died for nothing, right? That was essentially a 3v5.
Their problem right now is not the Slardar. Well, Slardar definitely is really annoying to deal with. You can't just ignore the Slardar and the Enigma. The very little amount of pressure that they're applying in these team fights is more than enough for the Slow Druid and Queen of Pain to just dish out all the damage that they need.
Yeah. There's a mounting pressure on Koala to hit these black holes. So even if you don't catch one of the hyper cores in it, like you just die. We saw Jay just like 3-shot him or something like that.
Got his black hole canceled immediately. That was just very well played by Ninja Boogie, hitting that hook immediately.
It's like that story you were telling for Zai, right? Like, this is one important job, and
yeah, look at Ninja Boogie's items. He's still making progress. I don't know how he does it, but farm is actually really impressive.
He's queuing up Hex, man. This is like as late game as it gets here for a support Clockwork.
And you know, for SD Luna lineups, it's very understandable that why an SD is able to get farm. Clockwork able to get farm.
Yep. I wonder if Miracle is going to be going for a Satanic next. He doesn't have anything queued up right now.
I'm pretty certain it has to be. I think his best item choices right now are, I would say, you go into Satanic, you replace that helm with the Dominator, and then you replace Dragonlance for something like Scotty.
Yeah. Or do you
As
think
for Shadow Fiend,
do you think he'll ever ditch the boots first? It's having like Manta and Butterfly from movement speed, and be like the immobile tank.
No, I don't think so. I think you have to go for first priority is you go for the Satanic. After that, kind of depends on where you are in the game. I think you try to make a team fight happen once you finish the Satanics, and depending on how favorable it is for you, then you can make a decision off of that.
Miracle? I was gonna say Miracle's farm is really falling behind now, as a Luna especially. Although he's kind of sharing it with the Shadow Demon, so maybe not so much.
It's not even that he's sharing it with the Shadow Demon, with a Shadow Fiend. A lot of it actually is going to the Shadow Demon too. He's just making illusions of Miracle, yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay, looks like they're gonna try to make a move, maybe up the mid ramp here. No sentries at the ready though. Kind of a YOLO play.
Oh, this is a huge pickoff.
Lincoln Sphere is at the ready, gets cancelled immediately. Lasso then, well, he does have the blade mail turned on. He has not lost a single point of HP. Oh, let's rock, please. But on the backline, Zephyr gets caught out. Zephyr gonna be dead. Okay, the black hole coming through. It's gonna get both, but it gets cancelled immediately by the troll. Now Miracle popping his BKB, lets it clip loose, but just had to run away with the clips because he doesn't have any HP. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain still very, very healthy because of the talent. And now Peltis are moving forward. Queen of Pain looking for more. Yeah, and despite of them catching Queen of Pain out, they have lost more than they've gained. Jay
is not out yet.
Seconds. Jay does have the Hurricane Pike. Okay, and he goes invis now. He should be okay.
Yeah, Rubik has a gem, but unfortunately for Rubik, he doesn't have a blink or a force stab on him. Oh, that looks so good for Mineski, but Zephyr with the huge crush just completely locking down Mineski so that they just had no follow-up for the lasso.
Eden gets found here.
Oh, Rubik. That's a gem too.
Oh, wait, Queen of Pain comes back in, he pops a play mail. Low. And then blinks away. That's actually insane.
How little damage he takes. His 38 armor.
Here's a crazy suggestion as RRQ now goes into the Roshan pit and gets Aegis. To get Aegis for Lone Druid, that's going to be absolutely huge. And looks like
Aegis and cheese, so they're going to get the cheese.
Oh, cheese? The Aegis still on the ground?
So Queen of Pain takes the cheese.
Okay, but they kill one immediately. Jay with his damage output. Blade Mail gets activated. Now they're going to Kai away. Ninja Boogie's in there. drops the call. She can focus the bear. Bear is down as well. Meanwhile, on the back line here, Kel'Thuzad getting flame breaking up. Okay, Kel'Thuzad pops the BKB, and now R on the run. R probably gonna go down to the candlesticks on the right side. It's gonna be Zephyr running away, but Jay with a big right click is gonna clean up. And then on the left side here, Jam is on the deck. Queen of Pain getting a lot of HP back because of her talents. Clockwork Coke's gonna find two, gets rid of the Aegis. My god, the plays here by Ninja Boogie. I do believe Blamemail's coming out cooldown. He does have Blamemail again here. Pops the Blamemail. Jay.
There's that satanic.
Okay.
Allows you to fight it.
And now he turns the other way.
This is a
Jay,
big kill.
no, he bears. Ninja Boogie needs a rocket. He needs a hook. Oh, he gets it.
He got it.
The right click's gonna be there, and now Queen of Pain gets a little bit of shrine help, but I don't think it's gonna be enough here. One by one, they have gone down. RRQ getting out carried, and now muscled by Jay in the late game. Sonic Wave gonna come in. BKB not doing too much.
He's out of mana, but he
is out of mana. Oh, he's gonna eat the cheese, I think. Blink away. Still no cheese just yet. Ninja Boogie gonna force that cheese usage.
He actually has the cheese.
Okay, cheese gonna get eaten now. Ninja Boogie's on the run here. He's 4 HP. He's gonna get by a shadow. Ninja Boogie. Oh, the black hole is gonna get him. Jay's gonna go down, but I do believe objective gaming by the Shadow Demon Luna has taken down at least the top racks, and the mid-range racks is very, very low. And everyone has retreated. Everybody on the side of Radiant has buyback. Oh my god, what a game this is.
Game. Alright, Mineski, even though they were up against Aegis and Cheese, they managed to make that team fight at Roshan work so well for them.
The problem was, like, it was so chaotic, and Shadow Fiend, I believe, was uninterrupted throughout the whole team fight. Nobody was actually hitting his Shadow Fiend, right?
I think the biggest issue was that Lone Druid and Queen of Pain were totally zoned out by the Bat Rider, and they pretty much used all of the resources to deal with the Bat Rider first. And that just made it so that the rest of the team was just dead. Doesn't help that Enigma died instantly too.
Yeah. I think Enigma really need a Ghost Scepter, not like all these tier 18 items that he's got, like...
Either that or I think like Lotus Orb is not... He really needs some armor.
He just needs to not get 3-shotted by Jay. That's what's happening, right? You don't
I think actually, I think you're right. Ghost Scepter is probably the best one. But it's... See, here's the issue, right? This is why I think Lotus Orb is better. Because if you don't BKB, right, you're gonna get cancelled. Like immediately, you're gonna get cancelled. And if you do BKB, you can't Ghost Scepter. Then you get 3-shotted by Jay. But what are your options? So you basically blink in, turn on Ghost, and drop Midnight Pulse and run around like crazy. That's how Xiao and Puppy plays it, right? Like in the late game, when you need to land a Black Hole but you can't, you blink in but you don't drop Black Hole, but you play as if you do, and people overreact and drop stuns. And then you re-engage with a secondary blink and Black Hole. It helps to have Refresher, but obviously he's got issues with gold and stuff. Now Mineski just runs back again. Miracle has the Satanic as well.
He could forego buyback.
He even has enough for buyback.
Or if he sells like
just needs to sell Dominator. Yeah. Do you sell Dominator here or Dragonlance? I think you sell.
I think you sell Dominator as well, because the Dragonlance is so very helpful for the SD to make illusion of and just siege.
Going back to playing it very safe. Jay amassing an absolute monstrous amount of farm right now. Almost has a Bloodthorn.
Oh, that bear! Rip. It's so funny that the bear died inside of the cog, but his corpse like flew over here. I don't know if you're watching that.
I saw that too. That's really confusing.
That's some next level death animation. Alright, so safe to say this Quap is not gonna die unless she runs out of mana, which, I mean, I guess technically she did run out of mana in the previous fight.
Yeah, she got it all drained away. Then that's how long the team fight.
Yeah.
It's Quap's last item. I don't even think you go.
No, I don't think you go for Beats either.
Cheap stick? Stick would be good here.
I feel like she needs more damage. Is Refresher like
I think this is all the damage you need.
Oh, disruptions. Zephyr's here. Zephyr's gonna get a crush, and Jules in a lot of trouble. He's gonna get brought down pretty much instantly. Nope. Damage output. You Bloodthorn. The red numbers. So many red numbers. Now they want Koala.
They have a scepter on Ninja Boogie. He could for more. Hook.
Wait, Eden's trying to pour it out here. Eden's gonna make it home, and so is Zephyr. Oh my god, Bloodthorn.
Yeah.
Bloodthorn is the answer. You should not out-regen Bloodthorn. And she needs to buy back right about now. She does.
Koala needs
His middle barracks.
the black hole of his life.
Yeah. Yeah, this game is so not over. If they get a 3-4 man black hole, they win that fight. Or
They wanna put
Oh, the last one's gonna fly. Okay, Queen of Pain on the back line's gonna distract Koala. Blinks in, but gets driven away pretty much immediately. Disruption used offensively. And now, Playmail has been committed here. Bloodthorn up, they hog him up, and he can't blink away. Black hole is only gonna be on 2. But still pretty good here. Well, no, all of the HP again being lost by Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain needs to steal some back. Shiva is available. Blinks back in.
Miracle has to be very
Going
careful.
for Jay, pops a flame out here, but I don't think Jay can actually fight this. Going forward, he's gonna get the Jay kill. Queen of Pain.
Oh, and Miracle goes down as well.
Okay, Jules porting back out, and they defended. I mean, it was a costly hell of a defense, but they defended. And now they can go the other side. What is happening with this game right now? This Quap of Pain, man. Legit hero.
Wop of Pain. OP.
Alright, I think he's buying BOTs.
Yeah, it's getting.
Is BOT the answer? I guess when you're starting to lose to big creeps, BOT is very necessary.
I mean, I told you, this is all you need for late game.
I don't know, man. You see that Bloodthorn on him?
That was only because anything. He was completely stunned up. He's not stunned, and he's able to cast spell.
Khalduzad might go down to the Shadow Demon. Pop it. He's dead.
Oh my
Shadow
goodness,
Demon
what
getting
is
a solo
happening?
kill on Khalduzad. He's gonna glimmer himself back up. Most likely gonna die here. They do have detection. Well, trading 1-for-1 for Lone Druid is not that bad. Although ironically, both of them will respawn at the same time because Lone Druid talent. That's also fair.
Tower.
Queen of Pain now blinks on the high ground. She wants to force out some buybacks, but I think Mineski's okay to have their damage on the building a little bit. Ninja Boogie on the bottom side. They want him, but that
He can
really the
hook this
best
in.
use of their time, and now they get Zephyr into this fight. The cores are coming back relatively soon here. Ninja Boogie's gonna shrine back up, taking a ton of damage still. Queen of Pain coming back in, trying to get the kill. Ninja Boogie's gonna be dead. Ninja Boogie poison? Okay, finally goes down. He does not have buybacks.
This is a really good hold, though. They wasted a lot of their time. They still have
Yeah.
flip, and both the
And
cores
the
are going to
cores.
revive. I think this is all they're going to get.
And Quab's out of mana. Because the fight's going on too long. Alright.
One tower,
gonna
and
get
that's
it
it.
to 3.
Yeah, that's a great hold.
I don't know who's gonna win this game. It's actually still up in the air. I think Mineski obviously very favored, but as we saw in that last team fight,
Well, you know the best thing about this kind of game? You're playing a Lone Druid. Don't forget, Lone Druid can be 12 slotted. There's finally
18
time to
slot,
go
bro.
back.
Don't forget the backpack.
Yeah, you're right. The backpack. All of a sudden, we're gonna see some items from the bear for the first time in a very long time. Going
I
for that
think
AC.
realistically speaking though, like the bank is just too different on both sides. Like Mineski, even during that last push, they had buybacks, right? They could commit to buybacks if they wanted to. Whereas I think RRQ is really running low in the bank. So RRQ is pretty much up their back against the wall, whereas I feel like Mineski could afford to like make one big mistake in a team fight and still have another shot at it.
Oh, and Rubik finally finished an item, at least. He has a Lotus Orb and Aether Lens.
That Lotus is so key on the Quap. Like Quap getting silences.
Yeah,
No
for
bueno.
sure.
Bring it on.
Oh, Queen of Pain is actually going for Lotus Orb as well as the 6th item. I actually very like this a lot. Look at how much armor Queen of Pain has. 41 armor.
I mean, when Bloodthorns are you need probably 41 more. Alright. Quap's still in there.
I actually think this game is super. I think the bear having extra slots for just like the utility aura items is actually pretty big for them.
I don't know. I feel like
he
the
can
bear
buy
just
Blast.
dies.
Even if he does die, you resummon him.
I guess. Sure. But that's what he's there for, right? The utility. He's not there, really there doing damage, is what you're suggesting.
For now.
Wait, Roche. Can't let them get Roche right now. Shadow King's not in this fight. Where's Shadowfiend? Shadowfiend's
they do
just
pick
farming
off.
on bottom. Eden's dead, but I think they get Aegis and Cheese, right? Or they will try to. No, they don't do Roche that very quickly. Oh, don't get bashed, Crop. Loses in there, blinks forward, finds Kel'Thuzad. Crop still inside the Roshan pit. You on the back line. Jay,
Oh,
what are you
Jay,
doing,
he fights Koala.
Okay, Jay
Wait,
does get
alright,
Koala.
wait, he got.
Flameout gets
That's
popped
satanic.
here. He's actually trying to gain some HP back by actually neutraling on the way with a Satanic Pop. And now Flameout gets waited out, gets force staff away. And now on the backside here, Ninja Boogie finds yet another one more. They're getting picked one by one.
Okay,
They do
alright.
have 2 buybacks at the ready, but now Aegis and Cheese can go to Mineski if they want it, but I think they want to just force out those buybacks.
I think the play here is you force the buybacks
and go back
and then
to
you
Roche.
go back to Roshan.
Okay, 1 buyback for us.
You need to see the low druid one first.
Swap for the
Bloodthorn,
okay, they silenced
he's
him
lost
up.
him.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
he's
this is
just
bad.
dead. So that's buyback.
I think that's game.
Yeah,
I think
Koala's
that's game.
also dead.
Stealing your eye.
That's it.
Just like that. Damn, what a roller coaster.
Oh my god, I gotta say, absolute MVP to Ninja Boogie and RR. Like, the amount of catch that they've brought through the team is just huge.
Oh man, what a game. This game started so slow and it was just insane after the last what, 20 minutes or so?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's like nuclear warfare. One person finish one item and
Agnum Scepter, Mjolnir build? Yeah, I think so too.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I actually think it's the opposite now for PL. I think PL actually, yeah, I think PL actually does the best in the I mean, he definitely can transition to the late game, but I actually think his strongest point is the mid game with like 2 items.
because it's gonna be really, really tough, I think, for them to deal against the Drow Ranger once she comes online. And that might be as early as, like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes.
I think the biggest thing for Drow Ranger is that with this kind of lineup, RRQ actually can just completely demolish a Drow.
Okay.
But if Drow is in a good position, I think there's really nothing they can do about it. So a lot of it really comes down to where the Drow is in these team fights. And also, it's a game where we're not going to see a Lone Druid. Unless they go with the off-lane puck, and we can see a Lone Druid.
Sorry, I just changed my in-game audio just to make sure that it's...
Oh, sounds better here. Yeah, it's a little louder, more clear. Oh, well, in that case, I don't know.
Shadowfiend.
Oh, it is an off-lane puck. Do you mind? You know, they can actually run an aggressive tri-lane here too, if they really wanted to, and just safe lane the puck. I think it's totally viable. I think between the Weaver, Drow, and Rubik as a tri-lane, I don't think RRQ can actually handle that tri-lane.
Especially as a pit lord as a support. Yeah, I think that's actually better than just putting Drow Ranger in the safe lane. Like this tri-lane actually right clicks for so much damage.
All right, let's see how they run it.
Remaining.
I really think that RRQ's lineup has that very, very good chance of taking this game in the mid game. But they obviously have to execute very.
So timings.
I think obviously it's going to be the three PL Jug and Mag. I think Mag doesn't actually need Blade Dagger here. He'll do fine without it. Just like for the early game at least. Obviously he definitely needs it. But with just one item on PL, let's say for example if he gets Dominator, and actually even maybe just Dominator itself might be enough. He just runs in and fights Mineski, it might be enough. Their entire team to just run in with him.
Alright, we'll see if that's going to be the case. It's going to be Jay playing the Shadow Fiend mid. The standard lanings here, RR playing the puck on the top. And then you got the Drow Ranger being piloted by Miracle. Right from the get-go though, I gotta say Shadow Fiend should be the having the very, very good lane against Juggernaut. I just don't see how Juggernaut would withstand this kind of pressure. I mean, Shadow Fiend is already hitting for close to 60 damage, and this is pre-souls being gained from him.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's only a matter of time before it comes wait for Jug to stand in lane.
Alright, we got some D-warding happening here. It looks like Mineski did not get the D-wards off in time, but Ninja Boogie should be rotating up top and plucking that ward. I wonder if they're gonna give Shadow Fiend the last hit on the wards just to give him a couple of souls. It seems like Jay is already moving there.
Yeah, gave him the sentry ward, so definitely it's gonna be two of them as well. Oh, 2 souls.
Oh, wait!
Oh no! What have you done?
Actually, I think he might have not made it back to the lane in time.
The battle begins.
If he went
I'm sure
for
he's
that.
fine. Ninja Boogie's blocking for him.
Okay.
Kel'Thuzad getting that rune, but he's so much damage.
Wait.
He's gonna have to steal double walk.
Okay, he does double walk. Oh, farm that illusion. Yeah. Get that gold. Plus
Easy
12.
gold.
But they did get triple bounty runes, so I guess.
Well, not only that, look at Phantom Lancer.
Oh, he's gonna shrine up. It's fine. Shrine and TP. Let's go.
My blade is swifter.
See this bottom lane. Oh, this bottom lane is actually Miracle. He needs his Rubik here, but
Yeah.
the Pit Lord and the Magnus, this is actually not an easy lane for him.
Miracle's seen worse. He's up against worse. It's fine.
True.
But
Reminiscent
actually,
of
this is not a lineup that you could have your Drow Ranger not doing well, because it's a Drow lineup. Like, she needs to farm well. She needs to pack a lot of agility.
I think the farming part is not too bad. I think you can actually sacrifice the farm a bit. She needs her levels. As long as you get the levels for the early phase, I think the rest you can actually rely on your team to carry you in the early stages of the game. I'm glad to see. I'm glad to see there are still teams that actually value this hero, because I think he's a very, very good hero still. Yeah, I think so. It seems like it just varies from team to team though. Like this stage of the game, I think the majority of the teams would have definitely just picking up a Meepo or Lone Druid. But neither of these teams opting for either.
Disruptor.
Radiant team ban.
Well, to be fair, you talk about pressuring the lanes. I think Underlord's actually very good at pressuring the lane. So much by himself. When paired up with the right heroes, I think he makes for one of the better
10
dual off-lane
seconds
heroes.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Hey, what is IGV run it with?
Team
So,
ban.
don't they do like Darkseer Underlord? Like that. First phase picks it on through,
10
and
seconds remaining.
I'm really wondering if teams are actually gonna ignore Lone Druid altogether, because I think he's
Radiant team
a
ban.
pretty good hero here.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Alright, no Lone Druid ban. Are we actually going to see a game where there's no Lone Druid touched at all? I would kind of agree. I think he is a little boring to
10
watch, especially with how much we've
remaining.
seen him. But it's also
5
very interesting to
seconds
see both
remaining.
teams just completely ignoring it if that's the case.
Reserve time.
Alright, let's not go that far. I just played that hero and I lost.
Well, Jay is definitely starting to rack up them last hits in the mid lane, and it will only get easier as this point on.
Pause. Bathroom break? Someone forgot to go to the bathroom? You know, now that I've been casting these games, it's rekindled my passion for solo queuing.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, it's just like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If you all you do is cast and you don't play, there's actually a lot that you just miss out on. I mean, honestly, while I was casting these games, I kind of felt like a little lost at times. So now I'm just like grinding games, so I don't scrub. I'm going into the mountains train.
I mean, does it
And
help?
by training, I mean losing MMR.
Yeah,
I'm already
does it
down
help when you're
400.
just losing? Does it help when you're just losing every game?
I still learn something.
I mean, sure. Learn how to lose.
I tried everything. I played Luna, I lost. Played Lone Druid, I lost. And the only thing I need to play now is like Ember Spirit, and if I lose with that too, I think I'm done.
Just wait till next patch. It's okay.
Till next patch. Just give me 2 months. I'll be 7K in 2 months.
I mean, you don't need 2 months if you get on a big win streak.
Oh yeah, just let me lose, or let me win like 40 games in a row.
Yeah, 1,000 MMR is
40
is it
games?
40? Yeah, that's not so hard.
That's too easy.
Yeah.
When you put it that way, just win 40 in a row.
I mean, personally, I get onto streaks where I have like 70 to 80% win rate on certain heroes. Like, I think 2 weeks ago I was spamming nothing but Necrolite. I had like 75% win rate.
Okay,
so-
see, that's the one thing I can't do. I have to play some.
Okay.
That's one of the
Then
main
you're not
reasons.
a true grinder. You're not. a
Yeah,
true
that's one of the
grinder.
main reasons why I don't grind very well. I just like to learn everything.
That's not how I see it, right? Like, you play one hero and you feel like you're playing one hero and it's boring, but you're playing one hero versus essentially different matchup every single game. And for a certain hero, you need to
Yeah.
do something different every single game, especially as a support player. So, I don't know.
Yeah, wow, that's true. I still gotta play other heroes.
I actually think it's bad when you're switching one game from one hero to the next, because you kind of have to like relearn certain things, you know, like last hit animation or.
That's so.
Ranger.
Dire team pick.
right, now this is the perfect time for
10 seconds
follow up with it.
remaining.
Committed. Yeah.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Juggernaut.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, definitely a viable option here. I think Viper is always a good choice because it makes it so that you actually have someone who can bait out spells or just basically force a reaction out of the other team.
Dire team pick.
Puck, though.
Ten seconds remaining.
Behold the horn of madness.
Radiant team ban.
It's like you said, puck offlane is definitely an option, and I think it still is an option if should they
10
decide to go for it.
seconds remaining.
I think a Rubik puck with a Drow Aura is... Sorry, Weaver
Dire
plus
team
puck.
ban.
Well, actually, it doesn't matter how they run it. I think it's going to be pretty strong. There's going to be a lot of damage. The only weakness about it is Drow might suck. I think they just ban it because
10
RRQ need one
seconds
more support,
remaining.
and Skywrath is probably the best option that they have to deal with Weaver and Puck.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve
Pretty
time.
good for those.
10 seconds remaining.
I think Sky actually would have been okay for them. They have some decent lockdown. No real stuns, but they have Pit of Malice and
Dire
Kinetic
team
Field,
pick.
RP.
Ten seconds remaining.
And Bolt, I would guess.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright.
Reserve time.
Phantom
There.
Lancer.
Radiant team pick.
Support Underlord.